Hi, this is a continuation of our presentation. Here's my IEP, What Can SMART Do for Me? It's presented on April 24th, 2010 at the Central Illinois SMART User Conference. For both sessions, we went through Math, Number Cruncher, and Spelling Smart Speller really fast. I didn't even give you a chance to see what these applications do. So I am going to go through them so that you can see the different applications they can have for students with IEPs. Many of our IEP goals, 4th grade, focus on computation skills. So if you click to some of the goals and just some of their verbiage, adding and subtracting with regrouping, demonstrating a mastery of multiplication facts, adding and subtracting fractions, multiplying 2-digit by 1-digit, 2-digit by 2-digit, computing 2-digit by 1-digit division problems. The number cruncher could be a really handy tool for you to use in that situation. In order to get to the number cruncher, you can click on the link for the word Math Number Cruncher, and in this file it will take you to Smart Site. Once you have downloaded the software for Number Cruncher, you simply want to go to your Start menu, All Programs, and for Number Cruncher, that's going to be under Smart Technologies, Number Cruncher, and you can hit the application. Now this application will only work when it's connected to a smart board, so you want to be careful there. At this screen, you get to choose the different learning levels and the different operations that you would like the students to do. Learning level 3 seemed to be about where most of my 4th graders were, if that is helpful to you at all. And you can choose number of questions. I chose 25 there. When you hit the advanced key, you can set up things like how you want it to look. Do you want to allow carrying? Do you want to allow decimals? Do you want a vertical or horizontal layout? And then you can choose the different operations as well and to what difficulty or simplicity you would like for them to be. For the sake of our recording, I'll just go ahead and accept it as I have it. Number Cruncher's screen is nice because it gives you some grid area for your students whose organizational issues can include that they need to line up their numbers to suit the needs of however they're finishing this work. If you're going by the typical algorithm, if this question would come up for them, 90 times 48, they could pick up the pen. They can represent the problem. Right? You can assist them, or they can be in centers with aligning it appropriately. They can complete the problem. Okay, and then down here, they can write whatever they got in the boxes. As soon as they put the pen down, it will translate that into type, and then they can hit check, and they get an immediate happy feedback on that. For Smart Speller, when you install Smart Speller, you'll go to your Start menu as well, but for some reason it's all the way off by itself under Smart Speller. So when you hit that, this window comes up for Speller, and you can go to Options, and you can edit your word categories, you can import a new word list, you can animate an image, change game font. There's a lot of options to what you can do, and I would say play around to find the best thing for your grade level. But if I hit go, I get to pick from the different built-in categories. I think I'll pick something that might go along with what my 4th graders' goals are. How about grade 4 consonant sound?
Subject.
Subject is what the very computerized voice said to us. So I have an option. I can write with a pen, which I found doesn't always do a good job with recognition, or I can hit the ABC button, and I can drag my letters to where I want them to be. Now I'm going to make a mistake on purpose here so that you can see what it does to help correct. Okay, when you get to that point, if you hit check, it says oops, and then it puts in red the letters that are not correct. So if I, excuse me, I'm using my pen tool. Yikes. If I just want to drag the right letters where they need to be, I can check again. And now it gives me feedback, just like Number Cruncher, saying it's correct. And that's a pretty nice feature. And again, it's a free application, and there's probably a lot you can do with it as far as the K through even 6 range of students. The Lesson Activity Toolkit is where I think both of my sessions really got kind of cut off. And it's really one of the more powerful tools as far as what is with your Smart Notebook software that you can really use. It's located in the Gallery tab, which is to the side. When you press the Gallery tab, it'll come open just like mine did. And the Lesson Activity Toolkit is right there. And anything that I put in this file will tell you where in the Lesson Activity Toolkit to go to get it. You'll have access to several collections of books and resources that will help you with creating lessons in Smart Notebook. Many of the objects, tools, and interactivity can be created by hand, but they are already in the toolkit, so why start from scratch? If you go to the examples section of the toolkit, which is right there, what you're going to notice is that there are actual education examples there that you can take, and you can, with just a little bit of tweaking, you can use them fairly simply. And there's many tutorials on YouTube and TeacherTube, and you could spend countless hours literally doing some of the things that you could do with the Lesson Activity Toolkit. It's probably the most powerful application for educators to be able to use. This particular activity is in the Lesson Activity Toolkit. There is a whole sheet of these that can be edited, or you can find the individual balloons in the toolkit as well. They are in 2 different spaces, though. So I'd like to show you. For a full page of the balloons with just a little editing to do, you can go to the Lesson Activity Toolkit and find it under the Examples folder. If you just want the single balloons, you can go to Lesson Activity Toolkit and go under Tools, and you can put as many balloons there as you wish. Pull these back for a second. One of the sessions saw this, but the other session we didn't get that far. One of the IEP goals for one of our speech students is that she will use the appropriate past tense of verbs. So she could easily do a center for this particular thing, or this could even be a whole class lesson where she needs to determine which of the sentences is correct. And when she hits the balloons, it will tell her right away if the sentence is correct or if it's not correct. For example, the balloon, "I like the shoes you are wearing," is obviously correct. So we would hope she'd go to that and she'd click on it. And the balloon tells her that she's correct. But if you would pick something that's incorrect, like "we is having extra recess today," she clicked that and it would be incorrect. So she could get immediate feedback on that, which is really very, very helpful.